Here is one key takeaway to improve your life, and that is to do work that is meaningful to you. Now, everyone has their own unique definition of meaningful because each and every person is different. We are each our own unique person, right? So, what might be meaningful to me might not necessarily be meaningful to you. And that is the case for everyone on this planet. You see, the interesting part about doing meaningful work is that it doesn't necessarily need to be done on a global scale. It doesn't have to be done on a large scale, right? You can do meaningful work for even your local community or for the people nearby you, and that can still be fulfilling. The reason why you want to do meaningful work is because doing meaningful work, that is what contributes significantly to your overall happiness and fulfillment. Now, we don't need to do any of these stuff to be happy because happiness is an internal feeling and we at any moment can choose to be happy. And if we're happy, then we're living a successful life. But for most people, they may not be experiencing happiness from moment to moment. And so for them, doing meaningful work allows them to feel happy more often or more of the time, right? And doing meaningful work is just doing things that are aligned with your values and aligned with your purpose and your mission, right? And once again, that's going to vary person to person. Now, for example, it might be important for you to invest in the lives of children because maybe when you were growing up, maybe you didn't have positive role models, or maybe you didn't have other people who invested in you. And so because of that, you made it your mission to help other children so that they can end up living life on the right path, right? So that they have all the tools and everything that they need to navigate through life. Investing in the lives of children, that can be done in infinite number of ways, right? When you're doing meaningful work, there's no one correct way of doing things, right? There's an infinite number of ways that you can fulfill that mission or that purpose, right? You can invest in the lives of kids by, creating after school programs, right? You can do that by volunteering at their schools. You can do that by tutoring them. You can do that by mentoring them. You can do that by teaching them skills or teaching them valuable lessons, right? There's no one right way or correct way to do it, but any of these methods can allow you, can serve as meaningful work and allow you to fulfill your purpose, right? It might be important for you to teach other people financial literacy because maybe you didn't have any financial literacy growing up, and as a result, it has led to the financial hardships and the financial struggles that your family has experienced or that you have experienced early on in your life, and you were able to change that. And you don't want people to continue having to live the same way you did. And you want better for people, right? So maybe that is one of your purpose, or maybe that is one of your missions. And so you doing meaningful work would be you mentoring other people, teaching them the important lessons. Maybe it comes in the form of writing a book. Maybe it might come in the form of creating a course, right? Or doing free webinars, whatever it is. You just want to do things that are important to you because that's what matters. We're here to experience outrageous joy. We're here to be happy. Now, to be happy, we don't need any of this stuff, but doing meaningful work helps to contribute to our happiness because then we feel fulfilled because we know we're doing something right. Now, you can also do meaningful work for yourself, right? If it's important for you to live a healthy lifestyle, but let's just say you let yourself go, then it could be meaningful work for you to get back into shape. And that can look like a multitude of ways. It can look like you cutting out unhealthy food or cutting out sugar, or it can be you eating healthy, or it can be you drinking a lot of water, or it can be you working out, right? And that will be meaningful to you. And you can also share that with other people because there's probably other people out there, well, not probably, there certainly are other people out there who want to live a healthy lifestyle as well that don't know where to begin or may be afraid because they lack the confidence because they've never done it before and they want guidance from someone to help them get there. And so that can be a business opportunity for you. So you're not only potentially able to get paid, right? Because that person could hire you or purchase your products or services, but you're also doing meaningful work because you're doing work that is important to you, right? You see, this is a key takeaway to improve your life, because there's so many adults out there who are doing work that isn't meaningful to them. And while I understand the need and the desire to need to pay bills and to get all these things done, right, 1000% I understand. It's just that we were not put here to be hamsters on a wheel. We were not put here to be cogs in a machine, to just do what we're told and just work for a paycheck, and that's it, right? We were put here to enjoy our lives. Our lives, the fact that we were born means that we're worthy, and we don't have to prove our worth or our value to anyone, because our worth and our value is infinite, it's unlimited, right? But we also want to experience happiness and joy and fulfillment as well. And we do that by finding the things that are important to us and doing more of that and working towards that and building towards that. Because how much better would life be if, rather than doing work that you don't care about, that you're just indifferent about the outcome, imagine transitioning from that to then doing work that's meaningful. Things that you would be happy and willing to do for free, but now you can get paid for it or earn from it, right? It'll almost feel like you're getting paid to be yourself. Because if things are meaningful enough to you, then you would want to do it, ideally, more than anything else, right? And that's what I mean when things that are meaningful are going to be different for each and every person. Some people find health to be meaningful. Other people find, financial literacy to be meaningful. Other people find investing in children to be meaningful, right? Each and every person has a different definition of what that looks like, of what's meaningful to them. You just want to find what's meaningful to you, because something is meaningful to you, it's important, and it aligns with your values and your purpose. And when we're aligned with that, we do our best work because we care about our work and what we do. See, there's so many folks out there that don't care about their work or are indifferent about the work, that they just do what they got to do in order to get a paycheck because it is for survival. And I 1000% understand that. It's just, it is important, if you're not doing meaningful work, it is important that at least each and every day you strive to do one thing that, towards that meaningful work. And it doesn't have to be anything big, right? If you're watching this video, something that's meaningful to me is personal development, because I understand the power in this and how this can drastically change your life for the better. So for me, that meaningful work looks like me doing a video each and every day and holding myself accountable to do videos, because it can truly help someone else, right? There's been people out there who would send me such amazing comments for my videos of how much it has helped them, or that the video showed up on their feed at the perfect time when they needed to hear it, or that it got them through a tough time, or that it motivated them to get started, to grow their own YouTube channel, or to face their fears and do that thing that they were afraid of doing, right? And to me, that's meaningful to me, because I'm helping people from all walks of life, from all over the world, right? From me just pressing a record button on a camera and then posting the video online, and it can reach the masses, right? To me, that's meaningful work, because I'm investing in the lives of other people. The same way other people have invested in me, from the authors of the books that I've read or the mentors that I've had, right? The people who've invested in me have helped me grow to the person I am today. It is important for me to also invest in other people, right? Because I want other people to live happy, fulfilling, and successful lives. I want people to be living their life, doing what makes them happy, because that is what's going to make the world the best place possible. Because imagine if someone's dream, what's meaningful to them, is to make music, because music is an international language, right? It brings people together. But instead of them doing music, they're forced to be working at a factory, right? Because they need to make ends meet. It's like their talent and their purpose and what's meaningful to them is music. And that is their passion. That's what they think about from sun up to sundown. That is what motivates them. And the music can have a lasting impact in the lives of other people, or it can end up becoming music that is heard by the world and the masses, but instead they're doing work that's not meaningful to them, that's keeping them from doing their truly meaningful work, right? So I say all this for you to remember to find out what is important and meaningful to you, and at least take the strides, even if it's baby steps, to do what you can to do meaningful work. If you care about investing in the lives of other people and providing value to people, you can literally even host a free webinar once a week, right? On Zoom. You can just post, you can join different Facebook groups and just post your link there. And you can do that, and you can provide value to people, right? Like there's no right way. There's infinite number of ways that you can do work that is meaningful. It's just a matter of you figuring out what's important to you and do work that has purpose behind it, so that you can be filled with so much happiness and joy because it means something to you, right? And then it will feel as though that day was important, that you were actually building towards something greater rather than you just going through the motions each and every day, right? You find much more happiness and fulfillment if you're building towards something great, right? If you have a vision of an impact that you want to have and you're working towards it each and every day, rather than you just mindlessly doing the tasks in front of you, right? We were meant to be happy. And for some people, happiness comes from accomplishing things, from doing big things, from doing meaningful work. It comes from doing work that is fulfilling. And usually to do fulfilling work, you got to be creating, which is you using your imagination, your creativity to create things, to bring things that didn't exist in the physical world and bring it out to the surface. You want to be connecting, right? Which is you connecting with other people, right? Using your creations and connecting other people. We were not meant to live in isolation. That's why there's 8 billion of us. And you were meant to be contributing to the overall well-being of society and the world. So ideally, doing meaningful work aligns with your purpose and aligns with the 3 C's of creating, connecting, and contributing. And once again, it doesn't have to be done on a large scale. It doesn't have to be worldwide or international. It can be you doing things in your local community, and that can be fulfilling work. Or it can be you doing things in your city. Now, I don't want you to think too hard about this. I just need you to figure out what's important and meaningful to you and take, at the very least, baby steps to work towards that each and every day so that you can begin living a more meaningful and purposeful life. It will contribute to your overall happiness and well-being, and it will fill you up because it will leave you feeling more fulfilled. And we were put here to experience outrageous joy. So as we do work that is more fulfilling, we will be happier more of the time, which will allow us to live more in our, or live greater in our purpose each and every day. So that wraps up the video. Enjoy the video. Do leave a like and subscribe as we're on the road to a million subscriber, guys. So once again, it's Joel, and I'm out. I'll see you guys for the next video.